Well, college campuses, meanwhile, erupting with anti-Israel protest, especially after that attack on a hospital in Gaza, despite U.S. intel saying Israel was not behind it. My next guest is warning law firms, don't hire some of my law students in the wake of these Israeli protests. He writes, if a student endorses hatred, it isn't only your right, but your duty not to hire him. Do you want your clients represented by someone who condones these monstrous crimes? UC Berkeley law professor Steven Davidoff Solomon joins me now. Professor, good to see you. I'm just curious, how many of your students, or maybe put it in percentage terms, what percent of your students actually blame Israel for the Hamas massacre of October 7th?
It's a small number, but they're extremely vocal and they're extremely loud and repeatedly claim that Hamas is a legitimate organization and that the murder of innocents, the rape of innocents and children, beheading babies is okay because this is all in the name of liberating Palestine.
Well, where do they get their information? And I'm wondering who at Berkeley has sort of guided them along with that viewpoint.
Oh, this is a longstanding problem at colleges, which is we admit students now based upon their fealty to social justice and a certain type of social justice. And then they get there and there are professors who teach them about settler colonialism and these, frankly, fictitious theories that dehumanize Jews, dehumanize Israelis. And frankly, these students have had no consequences for their actions. They're adults, but they're treated like children who are allowed to raid the candy whenever they want. And now it's time to hold them to account.
Now, we had a Stanford University instructor who actually picked out Jewish students, separated them from the rest of the class, told them to go in a corner separated from their goods to teach them what Zionist colonialism, their phrase, meant. Now, he was suspended, but is that sort of thing happening at Berkeley?
Well, a few things. One, that not even professor, just instructor, was a PhD student at Berkeley. And so where are you learning this, right? And I've seen this on my campus for far too long. That is not going on at Berkeley. For the most part, our professors are professionals, but they do, and there are statements by professors that endorse this killing, this murder. I have no problem if you support Palestinian rights. I have no problem if you criticize the Israeli government commensurate with other countries. But if you're condoning murder and rape and beheading babies, you should not be hired. It's time the adults stepped in.
Now, they are stepping in some cases, at least from the donors' perspective, and a lot of alumni. Donors have been withdrawing their funds or suggesting that they were about to do so at other universities because of this. Is the same thing happening at Berkeley?
I don't know. Berkeley's a public university, so it's different. But I do know that Davis Polk, a prominent law firm, pulled 3 offers to law students at Columbia and Harvard for endorsing these statements glorifying Hamas and this murder. I do know that the law students on the Berkeley campus are concerned and worried, and frankly, they should be. The heads of the student Senate at the law school went to my dean and asked him to fire me because I had made this statement. And I think that they should be worried. If you're endorsing hate, if you're endorsing murder, you shouldn't be hired. And maybe you might not do that if you have consequences.
Professor Solomon, it's amazing you have to actually say that. If you endorse murder, you shouldn't be hired. I mean, it's something that was assumed in the past. You can't assume it anymore. We appreciate you coming on today, sir. Thank you very much. Best of luck to you.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Kilmeade. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to click to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page. This is the only way that I know for sure that you're not going to miss any great commentary, any great news bites, any great interviews coming your way on Fox. You can get it all here on YouTube. So subscribe right now.